Hello and welcome to August 11th Alpha's KR has moved to 148. But before we go, we'll go to Stochastic. Stochastic is still hovering just around the zero line, another minus 0.8 against the 18.5. Here is the SPY. There is the year to date, and that is our challenge to beat that 18.9 or whatever that SPY ends up at the end of the year. With that said, we are on to the chart. Let's go there. And here is KR, and KR had another little move, not much. Let's go see what the market did. Okay, S&P went up only 10 points. Dow went up 220 points against 35,000, and Nasdaq dropped 22, and the Russell moved up almost 11 points out of 2250. So essentially, the market was you can say it's sort of flat because even though those move-ups they were not big humongous move-ups. We did gain 7 percentage points off yesterday's 141 for KR. We are approaching the 10th ratio. There is the 10th ratio. We are at 634 against a 2130, and this is a DTE, which is going all the way to October. So we're going to have to reach the first fork in the road and make a decision. Are we going to take that profit at the 10th ratio, or just move the stop up a little bit? There's nothing wrong in moving it here to the intermediate price channel right there, or the low right here, the intermediate price channel. Well, let's see, the low here is 4156, and I think the intermediate price channel is, oh, it's not here. Let me go look. Intermediate price channel, it's the green one. The upper line is 4150. So we'll, again, when we're going to cross that, and we're going to cross that bridge in the next couple of days. Next, if it's continuing this momentum, we are going to cross that bridge. We are just on the verge of exiting. We have exited the sweet spot. The sweet spot is 60.40 here on the STO. And it reached 86. So when it gets to that 90 range, it's going to be a little bit dangerous. But again, this is a DTE trade, and the only way to test DTE is to fight it out. Back testing is fine; it's great. Forward testing is also very good, as we were doing with the other, just trying to prove the basic foundation of the strategy. But the real proof of the pudding is, does it make money at the end of the day? Real money, not back testing, not paper trading, not forward testing. Real hard money on the barrel. So with that said, after that little bit of insight, excuse me. Apologize. So the thing would be is that, I really want to prove the DTE theory works, and it works and using stops to protect the downside. Whereas you can see here, Yelp and AT&T do not have any stops below them, and that's why they're so down there. We would have been stopped out of these trades a long time ago, and therefore not holding this account back. That we're still underwater against the SPY. So that would be the, I think we have just made our conclusion, which is we crossed the 10th ratio. We'll bring up the stop here to the intermediate price channel or to the low swing here to protect some capital. But price has to clear that 10th ratio before I will commit to moving the stop from here. Right now, we are here at the 3rd ratio. We are here at the 3rd ratio. But I really want to see how this thing is going to play out when it gets to October. That said, let's go on now to our second leader, our second place, and that is PG. And PG, even though it had a doji candle, it still moved up. It moved up ever so slightly right there. So and it's still in the right direction, and it's still, the price is still above the 10 EMA. We are out of the sweet spot down below, but we are in a good work. We're still in good, strong territory with the STO and the RSI. MACD is dripping into this, into the histogram is going negative, but we don't have, our stop is set at the first ratio at 137.60. And you know what? I'm going to draw a price line here so that we know where is that 137.60. So we'll come here, edit, and we'll say this is first ratio. Okay, oops. There we go. Make that a 1. And it was 137.60. And do it. 137.60. So there we know that's the first ratio. I know that this was the third ratio up in here, so we have not cleared enough. Yeah, we have not cleared enough margin, profit margin, to lock in the third ratio yet here. But we are on that first ratio. So that's 74%. Raytheon had a nice little jump today. Let's go take a look at Raytheon. Keep an eye on my clock here. And it still has not got to that, to clear that first ratio yet, but we are in a nice incline going up. We are still in a very good, we're not in any danger zone. The danger zone for the STOs and the RSI on the high side is 90. Yes, anytime it starts crossing over 90, I have witnessed it to trade after trade after trade, start looking for possibilities of pullback. But then again, this is a DTE trade. This is good till November. All we want to do is to lock in a little bit of profit that we do get stopped out, that we're able to replenish the buying power to get back into the game. So the idea is that we got profit. We're going to hold on to a little bit of that profit along with the buying power to replenish the buying power in case we get stopped out. If we don't, we're just going to wait. We're going to be getting out at November and see how that goes. Okay, so that takes us now to RCL. RCL was shifted into negative territory yesterday, and now it is back in positive territory. Oh no, it was in positive territory. Yeah, no, it was 4%. It was yeah, you're right. You're right. No, we were. It was here 3 days ago. Okay, so our first ratio is way up here. Have we cleared the gantry? Ah, good point. The low is 78.61. We would drop that to 78.60. We use a Rockwell 1 penny parameter, and the entry was 78.45. So we are going to be going to 78.45. That's it. We have EPS. Yes, we have an EPS. So therefore, today's lesson is doing the order ticket. So RCL, we'll come here to our gear. We'll turn on show orders, hit apply and hit, come over here. Now we determine that the entry was 78.45. Our marker slightly off, but we're going to do that. So here we'll update our notes. EP stop. EP stop exit. Exit stops are interchangeable. And we're going to 78.45. And now we'll capture that. And now we'll come to the order ticket, cancel and replace. Come to the conditional order. Come here to the value 78.45 less than. Make sure that was the less than because it is a call going to the upside. Go to send the order, drop in your notes, and send it. And now we'll go ahead and restructure. Okay, so there we are. So now we now have EPS. We now have an EPS here because it cleared the gantry, even by 1 penny. So if it comes back and takes us out, then we will. This represents 10%. So we might lose the whole 10% and maybe 1 or 2 percentage points there. Okay, XLV is our last positive. Let's go take a look at that. And it's a put. Oh, I skipped to McDonald's. I apologize. We haven't cleared the first gantry yet, but look, we're working ever so much on that put to that first gantry. So we haven't cleared the EP at gantry either. So we need to clear this one here first, and then clear this to get to that first ratio. And backing up real quick to McDonald's, and McDonald's is struggling. Look, it's ever so much trying to break through back up again, but the bottom line is it's below the EMA, and we are in positive. So we have our first ratio already set. With that said, we are concluding today's first video today with KR at 148. Next up, TLRY, and I'll see you then. Bye. Thank you.